Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Mississippi State's offense takes the field. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
The inside handoff. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Moving away from pressure. Going to try to get through, and he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Offense set on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
They're trying to get to him. Grabbed behind the line. It's Daniels. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get right.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense set for a first down play. The give from the gun. On the move at the 30. Open runway ahead. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. And once he got loose, it was all over. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quick.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Just steamrolling his way through. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. He's into his happy place, the end zone, and he's been very, very happy because he's been there regularly in the first half.
Yeah, most people are happy with several touchdowns in a season, but you're just feeding him, and he keeps getting in the end zone, keeps piling up touchdowns. Those stats are just climbing up and up and up. Thank your offensive lineman. Take him out to dinner tonight.
He'll bring it out from inside it. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Oh, it's a fumble. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the Bulldogs pick up the first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep it?
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field. They're a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Just plowing down the field. He's loose. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and there's nothing harder on a defense than when you run play action and you suck me up a few steps, and you got tight ends like this, Palmer, that can run down the field, be a big target, and make big plays behind those lines.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he loses the football on the return. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know, if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Bulldogs have their offense in high gear. They move the tight end all over. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide out in motion. Now he's looking to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. What a disappointment. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Makes the catch. It's Mosley. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the misconnection on 3rd down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away.
Number 14 in punt formation to kick it away.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll take another shot here. Snatches it on the run. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Georgia.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
They'll give it to him again. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into...
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He shanked it. Fair catch, called for and made. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff to the lone back. Quick spin on the run. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. He's going to run it, and he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. On the move, it's Bond.
Returner goes out of bounds.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking for room. It's Etienne. Finds a crease at the 20. Off he goes. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Navy is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to East Carolina.
They'll throw it on first down.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He'll call for the fair catch here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Going to take a shot. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Starkville. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Line gets set, first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender.
The expressway is wide open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Oh, the ball squirts out. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, it was a good run, right? You had the first down. You knew you had the first down. Now just take care of that football. You see a lot of times those second efforts, fighting for extra yards, and that's when running backs seem to cough it up.
They'll try the right side. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Across the 25, he's got room, just destroying his way through the field. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended.
In the end zone.
You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Mississippi State, 0.
Oh, look at Mr. The ball pops out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to get it through the air. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Mississippi State, 0.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Unloads it left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll ride Davis here. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. To the air. It's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by a field goal over Indiana. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got room on the return. Inside the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty mark sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. The give to the single back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks, it's Ball. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Handoff to the single running back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Still running at the 40. He's off to the races. The 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Now on 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Dances away from the heat. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Off play action. Floating away. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away.
On to kick it away.
On the return, it's Frazier. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. At the 45 on his way. Oh, look out, there he goes. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the beatdown has ensued. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. He's quite familiar with the end zone, his 75th career touchdown run.
You know, we're in the era in college football where there's a lot of running back by committee. This guy has been the bell cow. He's been the focal point of this offense. To stay healthy, to be consistent, and to reach that number is ridiculous.
Right, it just shows you how special he is, because you're right. They want to throw it all over the yard in today's college football, but they continue to give it to him because he continues to find the end zone, and again, for the 75th time.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a...
And it's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work.
Cricket.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Second down.
Ready up.
They'll line up for a second down play.
3-20.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. It's complete on the right side. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively. You've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense, giving up a third down like that is just a gut punch.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown,
Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
This one away.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's why a lot of kids want to play for this coach, because they know that when they get into games, even if it's late, coach is going to let them go play ball and go have fun. Take shots and try to come up with big plays. This offense
looking to take a shot. He got it. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense...
Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you got to put...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. There's nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation.
He's going to fire deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he tacks on the extra point. So try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game. And he is smashing people. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the point after is good. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And it's slipped out. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. The snap sets up the throw. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road.
He's going to let it go. And he pulls it in at the 15. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. There is time on the clock. If there is time on the clock, there is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop. But I would argue, Reese, you can just take a knee. If you take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you still get the win.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Feeling some heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do I do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. It's dropped, and that's how we'll wrap up this one as the game is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had